Last week we talked about childhood trauma, and if you watched the video, and I just like to share something which I learned, which is called dissociation, whereby it's where you stop living actively in who you are, and it's like numbing yourself so that you can be able to live in the situation in which you are now in. The main aim of numbing yourself is to be able to avoid the truth. And in the video that I watched, they talked about pornography and drugs or alcohol abuse or drug abuse. And these are some of the activities that people engage in so that they can be able to dissociate themselves from the situation they are now in. And in dissociating yourself, it's where you know the truth, but you don't have the strength to be able to face the truth. And so it's like you quieten this voice that is the truth, and you start lying to yourself or something like that. I learned that why people dissociate from themselves is when they don't have the strength or they don't have the capability to face the challenge that they have, or when the other person that is hurting them is also fulfilling a desire that they have. They also used an example of a cult, whereby when people go into a cult promises them something. It promises them affection and love, and it gives them that, but it comes with the condition that they have to become conformed to that cult. They have to live that way and follow the rules of that cult. And even though some of the rules might be there to harm them and they might not be of truth, they stay there because of the love that they have, because of maybe the provision that the cult provides, or maybe the affection. But they stay there because of the affection or maybe the needs that the cult is providing for them. Some of the signs that maybe you can see that you're dissociating from yourself is whereby you engage in bad habits like pornography and abuse. Because whenever someone takes alcohol or takes drugs or watches pornography, it might be to suppress something in them. Because if you're doing it, it feels like there is a hurt that you have inside you that you do not want to address. You feel like addressing it will hurt you more rather than suppressing it, and so you try to suppress it. But Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, and he calls us to heal us. And the hurt that you are passing through, he wants to heal you. But when you go through pornography and through other ways like drug abuse, or even practices like cutting yourself so that you cannot feel maybe the emotional pain, or maybe the pain that is in your mind, so that you can be able to avoid it, so you tend to go to physical pain and harming yourself physically. But it doesn't cure and it doesn't stop the pain that you're feeling. It just calls you to have more of it. It calls you to become an addict of it, that you cannot live without it, so that whenever you feel that pain or even a slight pain of it, you reach towards it rather than reaching towards God. That's what I wanted to share. But if you can search for yourself and have more knowledge about it, dissociation from yourself, whereby you tend to detach from yourself so that you can be able to avoid reality. God wants us to be healed, and he wants to heal us. So just surrender yourself to God. He doesn't condemn you of the choices that you have picked, if it's pornography or if it's alcohol or any other thing. He doesn't condemn you, but he doesn't want you to live like that, because that's not his plan for your life. He wants you to become more than what that situation is calling you. So that's it, and I hope you learned something from it. I hope that it helps you in a way.